Alright, Jaguars and fans of Darksydephil. In this video, I will be talking some more about, Darksydephil, aka DSP, aka the King of Hate. Because in my first video about him, which I went in in-depth detail, I talked about his origin story, if you want to call it that, as far as I knew and my recollection of, the whole history of, DSP and all of the, and not all but most of the stuff that he went through, all his struggles, in life with YouTube. And I'm telling you, that is quite a story and quite a tale. And it's really, what can I say, an epic experience that DSP had to go through here on YouTube. And in this video right here, I am going to talk some more about him. But what I plan to do, here is, I'm going to keep it short, or try to, so I'll just get right to the point. Because you see, I want to talk about, one of his channels that I'm really interested in. And it's called DSPGaming. And it's like I mentioned, in my first video about him, Darksydephil is the man. Because I do use, like whenever I go to, do a review about a video game in my series, Ralph's Universe, the reboot, I do, go to Darksydephil's channel, YouTube channel called DSPGaming, because I really feel like that is, the channel to go to. Because you will have to admit, nowadays you see an awful lot of, video game playthroughs by an awful lot of people now. Yeah, we're seeing that now, aren't we? And do you know why we're seeing all these video game playthroughs? Well, let me tell you something, okay? The reason why is real simple. I believe, let's go back in time just a little bit here, and let's discuss all of the crap that DSP had to go through. Okay, all those copyright strikes that he was getting, and I believe before, DSPGaming was created, and before Darksydephil was doing video game playthroughs. I mean, we gotta face it, doing video game playthroughs and uploading footages of video game wasn't really allowed on YouTube. We all have to realize that, and even the DSP haters have to realize that. Okay, and then that's when Darksydephil came in. He started doing video game playthroughs. I mean, but back then, we called them, let's plays, but but DSP, he didn't really like, calling them let's plays. He prefers to call them, video game playthroughs. But I don't see what the real difference is, so it doesn't matter to me, because the way that Darksydephil was doing them, he was doing them with a certain mystique, if you will, because the way that Darksydephil does his, video game playthroughs, he has a certain way of doing it. He has a lot of skill, and he makes it entertaining, with his commentary when he plays the game. I mean, his commentary is very rare, his jokes and his whole personality. I mean, he's a very skilled gamer. I mean, and I truly believe that Darksydephil is very good at these games, Now, other people, they don't think so, because of the way that he's always, quote unquote, dying in these games or failing in these games. But right at the start of the game, see, you have to understand, DSP, he admits that, that is his first time playing the game, okay? You know, whether it's Metal Gear Solid or Street Fighter, you know, or Batman, you know, Arkham Asylum, you know, that's his first time playing the game. And does he read the instruction manual? He probably doesn't. Okay? But anyways, back to the story. Yeah, you know, he was having these problems with all these, you know, copyright strikes and copyright infringement and stuff, you know. And about 2 times, you know, his Darksydephil, you know, channel got shut down due to copyright infringement. And there were other people getting their channels shut down because of that. And we all know that, right? Okay. But you have to understand something, you know. It was the research of Darksydephil that went ahead and resolved the whole situation. And he said that, you know, the man went ahead on, he did the research, and he found out, you know, through copyright laws and stuff, and it said that, you know, Let's Plays are not really, you know, copyright infringement as long as you add something to it to make it your own. Okay? Like, yeah, you play the game, but if you add something to it, you put it into a format, and you add live commentary to it, you see, that's making it your own. You know, and that is also called making it a transformative work. You know, that's the argument that Darksydephil used, that, you know, when he went to blip.tv, you know, with, you know, video game footage. Okay, you see, and nowadays, look what you got. You got video game playthroughs, right? A lot of people are doing it now. But before, okay, before this whole thing happened with Darksydephil, we couldn't do it, could we? Because a lot of times when people would try to upload video game footage, what would happen? It would get taken down, right? Okay, so you got to recognize that. But because of the research of Darksydephil, you know, he did the research for that, and he found out that if we add something to it to make it our own, we add live commentary while we're playing the effing game, then we should be in the clear. And nowadays, we're allowed to do that, okay? And that is why I feel that almost everyone is doing video game playthroughs, and even I'm doing it too, okay? Because I will tell you, I do have a video game channel myself. In fact, it just got started, you know, about a few months ago, and it's called RJ Gaming. You know, of course, that stands for Ralph Jaguar Gaming. And don't worry, I will put the link, you know, in the description of this video right here for RJ Gaming. But of course, you know, I'm not playing any of the, you know, real popular games that, you know, DSP plays, because there's no way I can compete with that. So I'm not even going to try. But I am playing, you know, some online games that I have found, okay? But back to the, you know, story, you know, because the point is, the reason why I created that video game channel right there, you know, RJ Gaming, is because of DSPGaming, okay? I got the idea from Darksydephil. And you know what? I am not ashamed to admit that. In fact, I am proud to admit that. You know, Darksydephil, you know, he gave me the idea to do that. In fact, it is DSP who opened the door for us to do video game playthroughs. Okay? It is because of DSP that we're able to do stuff like that. And not only that, you know, DSP also opened the door for us to make money by playing video games online, you know, because when we play video games, you know, we record it with a camera, we're giving our live commentary to it, and thus that is enabling, you know, your channels to be partnered, you see. So therefore, I really feel like we owe Darksydephil an awful lot, because he's opening the door for a lot of things, because he's taking his story and his life and his experience and he's putting it all online. Oh hell, DSP is putting himself on the line for us. And let me tell you something, I for one am very inspired by the story of DSP. I am inspired and impressed, you know. He's having to go through all this hell and all this struggle, and and it turned out to be a very good result, you know. I mean, it's quite a story. I mean, a definite roller coaster ride. But just like in the movies, you know, everything turned out okay. And now everyone is, you know, basically jumping on the bandwagon and saying and doing all these video game playthroughs. Including myself. And that's why I am a very big fan of, you know, DSP Gaming, you know. And I will always be a fan of DSP Gaming. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that DSP Gaming is the best, okay? Because if I'm going to do a review about a video game, you know, I'm going to go to that channel right there, watch it being played, and I'm going to get, you know, the info that I need so I can entertain my fans, you know, and tell my jaguars about the video game that's, you know, that is out right now and is popular. You know, just like, you know, Injustice Gods Among Us and Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up real soon here. But another game that I want to mention that I saw, you know, Darksydephil playing on DSP Gaming is called Lollipop Chainsaw. You know, that game right there was very epic, you know, one of the best ever. Okay, I know I said that Grand Theft Auto was also the best, but hey, you can't really tell because, you know, I mean, Darksydephil, you know, he seems to outdo himself with every game that he plays, you know. He may not win all the time, you know, at the games, but he sticks to it, you know. No matter how many times, you know, he quote unquote dies in the game, but he sticks to it, you know, and he figures it out and he sticks to it and wins in the end. And that's what it's all about. And what it is about is putting on a show and providing entertainment with the games that he is playing. That is what it's about, okay? So because of the fact that DSP is putting himself on the line and putting himself out there, you know, and because of the research that he did for us about video games, that is why other people are able to make money, you know, by playing video games. Because, and yeah, a lot of people are saying that, you know, because yeah, they truly are jealous of DSP because he's able to sit at home and, you know, play and make money by playing video games, you know. And there's a lot of people that would like to do that. I mean, I would like to do that too. And right now I am, and I will admit, I am trying to get my channels, you know, partnered. And, you know, so far I haven't been able to do it, you know. Yeah, I see it as quite a struggle. But you know what? Because of the story of Darksydephil, and I'm not going to give up because you see, Darksydephil inspired me to do just that. Keep on fighting. So right now, yeah, so right now I am going to say that I just want to say thank you to Darksydephil for sharing with me and the rest of his fans, his whole story. Also, thank him for, putting himself on the line because I really feel like, we owe DSP. We owe him a lot. Okay. Now, I also want to say one other thing, because there's nothing here that I can say that's gonna change people's minds. You know, yeah, they're probably gonna keep on, hating on DSP and keep on making these keep on making these hate videos about, DSP, and they're gonna continue to take, grains of truth and stretch it and find a reason to, make video montages and complain about Darksydephil because of the way he's maybe treating his fans and about the way that he's treating his fans. There's two sides to every story. But what you have to understand is, I believe in Darksydephil. He's not going to let any of this negativity break him down. He's going to keep on trucking. He's going to keep on going. And he's going to keep on, heading. He's going to keep on going to the top and providing entertainment for me and the rest of the fans. And I truly do thank DSP for that. And there is no doubt about it. DSP Gaming is so mother effing epic.